So we have here United States v. Miller. The appellants were Jack Miller and Frank Layton. These happen to be two kind of deadbeat bank robbers that got pulled over by police and found to have a unregistered illegal short-barreled shotgun. The decision is from 1939. It was a unanimous decision of the Supreme Court. The facts of the case were that an Arkansas federal district court charged Jack Miller and Frank Layton with violating the National Firearms Act of 1934. So the NFA was only a few years old, brand new, really, when this happened, when they transported a sawed-off double-barrel 12-gauge shotgun in interstate commerce. Miller and Layton argued that the NFA violated their Second Amendment rights to keep and bear arms, and the district court, that's the federal trial court, agreed that the NFA violated the Second Amendment. Smart decision. And the trial court dismissed the case. But the state appealed. And the appeal went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. And the question before the U.S. Supreme Court was, does the Second Amendment protect an individual's right to keep and bear a sawed-off double-barrel shotgun? And the conclusion by the U.S. Supreme Court was that the purpose of the Second Amendment was to maintain effective state militias. Congress could require registration of a 12-gauge sawed-off shotgun if carried across state lines. Now, again, this is obviously not sound U.S. Supreme Court jurisprudence, probably not at the time, but certainly not now in the context of the much more recent Heller, McDonald, Caetano, and Bruen decisions. So the result was that the Supreme Court reversed the trial court, holding that the Second Amendment does not guarantee an individual right to keep and bear a sawed-off double-barreled shotgun. Writing for the unanimous court, Justice James Clark McReynolds, that's not a name familiar to anybody, is it? It didn't do much good work, reasoned that because possessing a sawed-off double-barrel shotgun does not have a reasonable relationship to the preservation or efficiency of a well-regulated militia, the Second Amendment does not protect the possession of such an instrument. So, to translate this, what this Supreme Court decision of Miller is saying is that the only weapons protected by the Second Amendment would be weapons useful to a militia. In fact, the gun controllers now have taken the completely opposite view by arguing that things like an AR-15 for all the assault weapons bans, for example, an AR-15 is not protected by the Second Amendment because it is suitable as a weapon of war. Interesting how the tables turn. So this is the formal description of U.S. v. Miller, the generally accepted description